Are you going to do the intro? Like you said?
What's the intro?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Cisco here again with another episode of Code 3 Club and...
Joaquin from the 55th.
Justin from P-Town, downtown.
And we got a special edition today for you. My man's here is going to say it much better than I can. So this is this special edition, limited episode, potential series is going to be called
Fireside with 55.
Now, this wasn't the intentional plan. However, we actually have a fire pit going. So this literally is 55 by the fireside. So fireside by 55.
You in the bed? The bed is up on. But,
Yeah. Hey, come out here.
Huh?
Come out here.
Yeah, I'm going to throw all the towels in the washer.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Sorry,
about
we were interrupted there.
Yeah. I started the dishwasher, though.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
See, we're recording this live.
Recording is live.
Yeah,
Yes.
recording is live.
It's live.
We're
No,
talking about station chores and everything.
No pausing. No pausing.
Yeah, no pausing.
Oh, and then...
Episode also brought to you by Fools Gone Wild. The higher the sock, the downer. Higher sock, the downer of the fool. Fuck these fools, by the way. No street cred. Guaranteed horrible.
What was that called you guys have right now?
There's a ringer at El Paseo. Hotel El Paseo. It's a false alarm when we got there.
That's
told
good.
us.
What was your guys' when you guys... Wait, I didn't even hear that one go out, though.
I want to let you guys know that you guys can curse.
Straight up cursed.
Yeah, like...
Cursed.
We can curse?
Yeah, it's something everybody asks. Like,
Okay.
oh, is this like a PG podcast? No, it's rated R.
Okay. So we could say he put his dick in his chocolate milk.
If that's what you want to say. Oh no! Did someone put their dick?
Yeah. No.
No, we were playing. I was just seeing how far I could go with the girl. Like how far, like if she reacted to it, it was fine. I didn't know she was a fireman.
Oh, the
Firefighter.
Yeah, firefighter.
Yeah.
So
Fire
when
woman.
I heard her snickering at like our convo in there, what did I say? What was the first one I said? First one I said was
No, so she was squinting. She was squinting at my chocolate milk, right?
Oh no! In the office, when I said, I said, are you hungry over there? I thought you were giving the cock to someone.
Oh, the gok.
Yeah,
the gok. Yeah.
Because he was
And
eating
she like
mashed potatoes, and she's like snickered, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, so she can get around, like, day 2 maybe it might, like we'll go a little further, but just feeling her out is pretty much how it is. And then Jay.
And so then we're at dinner, and I'm drinking my chocolate milk. Was it Fairfield? The Fairfield. And she's like squinting at it, and I didn't see it, but someone said something, and then who was it?
Alcatraz kept trying to touch it.
Yeah, Alcatraz. Yeah, he was like, "Oh no, you're sick. Don't touch it. Don't touch it." Like, blah blah blah. He's like, "Oh well, I was touching it all earlier today," and then Joaquin's like, "Yeah, he even put his dick." And then, like, it kind of, like, stopped.
He put a dick in it and fucking...
Oh, my
Cap
God,
goes,
dude.
He kicked me, and I was like, I know.
He kicked you?
Yeah, he kicked me.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he kicked you.
Yeah, and I was like, I know. I stopped myself.
Yeah.
Like, I got the half of the word out, but
Yeah.
she knew what I was going with.
She did.
I was like, yeah, but I didn't know her background. So I was like, that was it until I found out her background. But...
Who's off? So, you on tomorrow still?
Yeah. Motherfucker.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's gonna be a third day. I keep forgetting
third day.
because I swapped.
Because you get to go home.
I keep
Must be
forgetting
nice.
because I get to go home. Speaking of go home, that's where we should steer this. The Forcey. I don't know if you've ever had one on the Forces. One of these about Forces.
No.
Oh,
No.
by the way, you're here with the reigning champ for 20. Was it 21?
Yeah.
21, 52 Forces. Chili Award. I got a plaque and everything.
You only got it because I went to the academy.
Because you went to the academy.
Yes.
Wait, he would have
Well,
got.
you were not on pace, were you? For that many
Yeah.
Forces?
When I left, me and Ramos and Torres were tied for first.
Fuck
Damn.
you. No way. How did
100%.
How many
If-
did you have
if-
for the? How many did you have for the year?
I think when I left, I was at like 19 or 20.
Really?
We were up there. And the only reason why I think that Ramos didn't win is because he was dumb. And the month before we went to the academy, well, he had already gone, but like before my class went, he picked up a crap ton of blue days, and also while we were in the academy, he picked up a bunch of blue days. So he tried to pick his poison. But if me and Torres were in the running for like months, like he'd pass me up in the beginning of the month, I'd catch up, and then I'd pass him up, and then he'd pass me up. But also remember, he also picks up way more overtime than I do.
I don't get it. Like, I mean, you guys like don't have. I mean, yeah, you guys don't have too many responsibilities. Like, it's a fucking game changer though. Like when you know what I'm saying.
Well,
like,
I also don't want to pick up any unnecessary overtime. I can live off of my salary check without any problem.
Yeah. Like, and that's why, like, I don't get it. Like, that's why I don't touch OSS. I have to ask people how to pick up days. If I had that immediate, I had that single day, and I had to ask. Were you here?
No, but I just did the same thing like last week. I was like, how do I pick up days?
Yeah, I had to go, and I was like, hey, how do I pick up days on this thing? And they're like, oh, you got to click on here. This one, this is where you want to be. And I was like, all right, cool. And I'm just like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Like, like, that's how bad it's getting. Like, I don't touch this shit. It's fucking retarded.
Do you have your plaque framed up somewhere?
Yeah, it's at 33, isn't it?
Oh, so my plaque stays at 33. So it's on the wall, you know, the big wall with the brick one, like with all the other nameplates.
Mm-hmm.
It's there. The plaque's there. Martin's last year, mine this year, and then wasn't that you guys weren't on the engine? No, you guys weren't. We went there to go to do my COVID test, and we were waiting around for it, and it was like, oh, I'm gonna go talk to whatever, and I forgot who came out, and they said something. They're like, see, you left your mark on this fucking battalion, you got your name on the fucking wall and everything like that. And then I was like, oh fuck, I was like, I didn't even know they put it up.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
So I was like, oh,
I don't think they put Martin's though.
Martin's name's on there. He was the first year.
Is it?
He was the first year they did it. So Martin had 26. I had 52 this year. Or
wait, he had 26 the first.
Yeah, that was the high.
Dang. That
2016.
Is there like a number, like a list that we can't see, like who has how many, or no? Is it just?
It's a tally. It's the BSCs can run it. That's why kept asking me. He was like, "Hey man, you might win this thing," and I was like, "No, it's fine." I was like, and he's like, "No, dude, you're fucking up there." And I said, "Like fucking how?" And he's like, "You're at 45 right now."
Dang.
And that was in, yeah.
So I just checked my little app.
We're not recording.
I had no, we're still recording.
Oh,
this is
okay.
still recording.
I was
Were you going to say something you don't want to say?
No. I just thought like you checked your app and you said, "Hey guys, it wasn't recording."
No, it's recording.
That's good.
Apparently, I've never had 3 mics coming out of the same thing, so it went from having 2 bars to 1 bar.
Like power-wise?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I have no idea how long it's going to last us,
right.
but I'm sure we'll get a minimum of half an hour.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
that's
I got
good
my
for the first one.
Yeah, I got my little app here, and this shows that I worked 999 force hours for a total of 41 and a half shifts. Top right corner for you.
No fucking
what the
way.
fuck's that? Oh, that was last year?
Yeah.
How do you? That's fucking yeah.
Come on, bro. I'm the plug. I
was
everything.
I was just thinking that.
I
was just thinking that. Like when I said it, I was like, I stopped and I was like, oh yeah, of course you did.
I don't know. I don't know who said it, but some guys like if you don't track it, you can't change it.
Like as far as like you can't
like any information in your life, like health information, like work experience, habits. Like if you don't track it, you can't change it. If you don't track it, you don't know if a change is working.
Yeah.
So if it changes what?
Like that it changes working.
Like if you were to change something, like would it be actually?
Yeah. It's like so you can change something and then you think, oh yeah, I made my life better. But if you didn't actually like record it in some form, like okay, was it? But really
is that personality wise, or is that? Because you get some, I don't know. Because you get some people that are just, they don't have to necessarily track it, like put it on hard, like something hard, like paper, like to see or to view.
I think it's definitely like personality. Like I'm the guy that likes to write it down. Like I need the numbers.
Like with the whole fucking thing, like the whole sugar thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, so for you guys don't know, the listeners,
Sugar?
I'm not a diabetic. I'm not a pre-diabetic. I have no family history of diabetes. If my life insurance companies are listening, I'm gonna cancel my policy. But I have a continuous glucose monitor. It's a little medical device, goes in my arm, tells me what my blood sugar is 24/7, and I just want to know my blood sugar because I want to know what my health standing is.
Wait, so you on your own got this done?
On my own, that's right. It's more expensive because I got it on my own.
Yeah.
So I pay about $150 per monitor.
So is that the one on your left tricep?
Yeah, that's the one I'm wearing right now.
Oh, you still have it? You didn't return it?
Wait,
No, they come out. They only last 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks you got to put in a new one. I've had a total of my subscription for 3 months. And I know for a fact my life health-wise has declined because when I did keto, like way back, and even after keto, when I was just tracking my sugar, every once in a while, occasionally, just to know, my fasting blood sugar was anywhere from 40 to 60, and I felt great. It was the best I've ever felt in my life.
Yeah.
Now, with this CGM, continuous glucose monitor, confirming it also with just a regular glucometer, my fasting morning glucose is like 90.
No shit.
85 to 90.
Dang.
It's not horrible.
But it's still,
it's not,
there's significant change.
Yeah,
it's a huge change.
But how many factors come into play with that?
So it's everything. It has to do with
gonna say,
it's your sleep,
it's,
how often you sleep,
it's when
your
you
diet,
eat,
how it's
you
changed.
eat.
Yeah,
exactly. And then fucking you're at 71 or
and then
even
my A1C. So that's the interesting thing. My A1C has actually stayed relatively the same over the past 4 years. So I get blood work done every 6 months or every year. Because I've been I got my testosterone done from the time that I went to the academy to the time that I came back.
Oh yeah,
it dropped, and then before I got hired, so my testosterone was like in the high 900s. I was like on paper peak performance.
Yes.
Once I did my T when I went to the academy, it had almost more than half down.
That's crazy.
No shit.
Yeah.
And that's
so what was so the what? I mean, what can you?
Who ultimately really knows? Obviously, the older you get, the more your testosterone naturally goes down, regardless.
But it's only over a 7-week period.
And then this is the weird thing too, right? So on top of my testosterone, so this is the free. So there's like free, there's total.
There's free.
So the one that actually matters,
yes,
is the free. So even though it had almost more than half dropped overall, I still felt okay. Like there's not really a period in time where I felt like weak
dog
or tired
shit,
or less. If anything, I was doing more physical activity at that point in
That's
time.
what So that in my head, you're active, but then includes, I mean, what the stress, how you eat, because the food was shit at the academy for us.
It wasn't bad for us.
Dude, it was bad for
us.
I
hated there was tomatoes and everything for every meal. I'm not a tomato fan, but I love ketchup.
There was fucking.
I love ketchup.
Dude, it was bad for us. So what we did, it was me and fucking Mayo.
Nice.
And Mayo was like, he fucking befriended me in the academy, right? He's like, oh, Mayo, like whatever. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, dude, cool. So we would go and we would go to dinner essentially and be like look at each other like, this is dog shit, man. And we're like, let's go eat. So then we would go out to eat essentially. I mean, we'd have a couple bites because they told us they needed to be there. And then we weren't eating the healthiest either though, but I mean, yeah, that's just a lot of factors. Like, I mean, the stress factor, the eating, like it was.
So back to your CGM.
Okay.
How does it go? I don't even know. It's like it's like a little prick in
sensor, yeah. So the way that it works, it's a little puck that's inside of a piece of plastic, and there's another piece of plastic that's like a auto injector type thing. So you put both pieces of plastic together, and you turn it. Okay. That like secures the device together. Then you take the top half off, and there's like a cup. I have my other one somewhere in there. I'll show you after.
Yeah.
And then there's actually a little needle. You put the plastic hub of the container against your skin, and you press, kind of like that. Once you press, the needle goes in. You're able to just pull the cup off, and the needle's gone. It auto retracts. And there's a little filament that stays inside of you that's coated with some sort of probably cancerous chemical that that reads
per usual.
Yeah, so it drops your testosterone right there, dude.
I did my blood work again recently. It came back up a little bit.
It did.
But it was at around. It was either high 500s or low 600s, which was way better than what it was when I was in the academy.
Yeah. So I'm trying to I tried to get. I was feeling like dog shit, and people were telling me like, dude, just go get your blood checked. Like, when's the last time you got your blood checked? So we went and
Never.
checked it, and I went through my doc, and my doc was like, she's like, everything's coming back good. Like, she wrote me notes and everything, and I was like, good, and I was like, I feel like dog shit every time. And she's like, well, that's because the line of work you do, and I was like, well, yeah, and she's like,
But the other guys don't feel like shit necessarily.
Yeah, so I was like blown away. And then she goes, well, there's one thing that was odd. She goes, your estrogen is high. And she's like, and I said, so, all right. I said, so what the fuck does that mean? Huh? Hey, you're a woman. So then I was like, so what's the deal with that? And so she starts explaining to me. She goes, well, hold on. She's like, your free hasn't come back yet. Everything else is good. So free comes back, and sure enough, she's like, you're extremely high for your age.
Oh.
She's like, you're almost 1,200.
Lucky
Your testosterone?
Yes.
Lucky miss freaking CeeLos, huh?
Whoa.
Yeah. So I was like,
But you're
really?
But you're
so
that's why your estrogen's high,
yes,
though.
and
Gotcha.
so exactly.
Okay.
So obviously, it's testosterone. You kind of max out on your testosterone.
Right.
It converts the extra testosterone to estrogen, and then so they put me on a estrogen blocker,
Yep.
and anastrozole, and then I was just taking that, and then I was like, oh, okay, cool. But I went hard at dieting. I went hard at the exercise game, and I dropped, and I felt fucking great. But I've never gotten it checked after. So like, and I don't know if it was like, I don't know, the whole work thing, like. I mean, I was still working, but we were getting days off. We were getting.
This is like when you would get like one red day.
Yes,
you'd go home
and
for
we
3,
were
and you're
yes,
like,
exactly.
that
And
was a
I
good
was
period
home.
in time,
dude. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah, I bet.
It was ridiculous.
Getting
It was,
3 off all the time.
dude. Yeah, I mean, it was like one here, one there, and it was less. But that's what I'm saying. Like I contributed to that, and I went up, and I was good for the beginning of the year, and then summer hit, and then it was like you guys showed up. Right, you guys showed up in when? June? July? No, when did you guys show up?
I showed up in January.
Oh, you did? Okay, so maybe it was just a couple.
But at that point, you were still on relief. I didn't know you were on relief because every time I saw you here.
Yeah.
But you were on relief.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's because fucking he work his ways because he wanted me on a shift, so he'd always pull me when he did.
Nice.
Yeah.
I miss that guy.
Yeah.
I never met him.
He
Great
was
guy.
good.
I've always heard stories, though. Never met him, though.
But yeah, now I'm like on this downslope, so all last year didn't get my blood work tested, sent me to a fucking endocrinologist. Endocrinologist said I had she's like you never juiced? And I said, what? I said, no. Are you sure? And she asked me 3 different times. It's some like Indian lady, right? Like dot not feather. And she like kept asking me. So the PA saw me and she's like, have you ever taken steroids? And I was like, no. She goes, why are your numbers extremely high? She's like, we
girl,
only see this.
I'm Hispanic. You know
I was
what
like, yeah, I was like, we only. She's like, we only see this in usually people that have done a cycle
Okay.
and that are either coming off or on, whatever it may be. And I was like, fuck. I was like, no, dude. So she asked me twice, once at the beginning, once at the end, and then she goes, hey, I'm gonna have the doc come in. Doc comes in. She goes, okay, cool. I got to take. She starts going through the stuff. She starts looking at my numbers, and then she goes, well, I mean, did you get off? Are you juicing it? And I was like, good God. I was like, no, I'm not. And she's like, well, we only see this. She's like, it could be like, what did she call it? Some tumor. She's like, so,
good.
yeah. And she's like, God, it's fucking, the name slipped me. But anyways, and I was like, all right. I was like, so what do you want to do? She's like, I'm going to draw more blood and see what your tumor markers come back. Everything came back normal. And I was just like, okay, so what? Like, what the fuck do I do now? And she's just like, well, take that. And that was the second time I got COVID. I don't remember that appointment. First time, I think. So when they had pulled my records from my primary, it came back that I have a positive COVID test. So she comes in the room, says all this stuff. We're all still wearing masks at this point. I'm not showing. They took my temperature at the door. I was fine. I was like 11 days out. And at that time, this whole CDC thing was saying, like, you need to be 12 days outside of whatever. she starts telling me this stuff, and then she comes after all my like lab results. She comes to the paper that says, "Fucking, oh, you had a positive COVID test," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm like 11 days out," and there she fucking flips her shit.
She panicked, yeah,
full panic. So then she like shoos me out of the office. She goes, "No," and I was like, "So what are you gonna? Are we gonna like?
Yeah.
Is there anything else?"
So have a tumor?
That was the last time I saw her.
So you could have a tumor.
Wow.
But no. She said my tumor markers came back fine.
Okay.
Before this is
Okay.
the second
Yeah.
one.
I'm glad you got that before.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
So then, like, she shooed me out. And she's like, "No, it says 12 days," and I was like,
Lady.
"You're uncontagious, or you're not contagious." In like 10 after, I was like, I have no signs or symptoms anymore. Like, everything is just done. I was like, I didn't want to lose this appointment. Like, dude, it was such a pain in the dick. And I fucking put a bad taste in my mouth for that endocrinologist, but it was she was recommended from my primary. And I'm like, I was like, my primary's fucking cool as shit, but I'm going to see if I can find someone else. But
I wonder if after your blockers, your testosterone just fucking is still through the roof because you're taking the estrogen blocker, or if somehow some
that's
way
the thing.
taking the
Like,
blocker.
does it work like atropine, where it fucking puts the brakes and it lets, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
exactly. That's exactly how it works.
But well, that's the other thing though. If it stops that, does your body tell yourself, "Oh, hey, I don't need to"? You know what I'm saying? It does a leveling out.
It likes a
essentially
good ratio.
What's that?
It like your body wants to have a decent ratio, right? It's like if your
so
estrogen came down, your body,
homeostasis.
Hey, big paramedic work.
Hey. Crafton. Class 82, represent.
82?
81 and 82. Let's not start on that subject though.
Wait,
I
that's when you went to
twice.
paramedic school?
Huh?
That's when you went to paramedic school? Or you graduated high school?
Oh my god.
Wait, I'm lost now. You're only what?
See,
39?
You're like 5 years older than us, right?
Yeah,
Like,
you're only 39. Aren't you?
It's fucked up.
No, you're older?
I thought you were 32.
Shut up.
No, you're 36. You're my cousin's age, Angel. Yeah, there you go. You're 36.
Because I remember we talked about this. You're older than me.
Yeah. By significant though.
Yeah, because you're young too, aren't you, Marquez? Aren't you like 26?
Oh, thank you. No, I'm 28. Appreciate that.
You Ocho. I got 10 years on you.
Oh, you're 38.
You're 38.
I was close, 39.
I'll be 39 next week.
All right. So
I
there
I
you
remember. It's my second day or my first day of AAV.
It's your... Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right, because we were trying to do this prior, yeah. But, no, dude, I really want to check it. I want to fucking go back. I just, like, fucking... I don't have fucking time to do this shit anymore. Like...
Do you have
Yeah.
Kaiser?
Like, it's fucking... Huh?
Do you have Kaiser?
No, because I live out of state.
I thought they had it out of state.
Nope.
And what's going on with your shit in Arizona? I thought you were like gone for sure.
Yeah, well, so little one brought up because because he hears everything. He's fucking 8, right? So he goes, Dad. He's like, aren't you quitting May 1st? Dad, it's May 2nd, and I'm like, so I told them, did I tell you this? I told them regardless, I'm quitting end of May.
No.
No,
I didn't hear that either.
I don't remember.
I didn't hear May. I didn't hear the end May. I just heard you were
I
going.
told him regardless. So, but I was like, no. I was like, hey, dude, like.
So is this a notification of your 2 weeks or?
No, it's not because I can't like, I got fucking responsibility. I can't just drop, everything.
Yeah.
My wife can't put him on her insurance because it's not November. When the whole fucking insurance thing goes, so it becomes a bigger factor. And I told them that I was gonna take, I was gonna push it till May, like end of May, and then we'll see where we're at. So Phoenix said no, Mesa said no. I got Chandler in the works right now. Phoenix is gonna go on a rehire, secondary for their second academy for the year. So I'm still on the list for Phoenix, which is my number one.
Yeah, Phoenix be nice, dude.
But I did interview for, wasn't I telling you this?
Mm-mm.
Who was I telling? Oh, I was talking about Alcraz. So I did Tempe's interview. Did I tell you this already? Oh,
Is that the one you?
So awkward.
Is that the one you almost got in trouble for?
How do you get in trouble?
No, that was the Phoenix interview.
Oh, oof! That one hit me.
Yeah. So the Phoenix interview, that's where I denied the force. That's how I got the write-up.
Yeah.
You know about this, right?
I do remember.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah.
Is this something you want on the podcast?
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. You're like, I'm on my way out anyway.
Yeah. So,
Chief, I heard your podcast last night.
yeah. So I got
Low testosterone.
they tagged
You liar.
They tagged me. They tagged me, and then
It's a good fire pit.
yeah, they tagged me, and then they. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Egan, no one's gonna notify me," and he's like, "No one notified you?" I said, "No, I can't make it. I will eat Thursday. I will eat fucking whatever
Any day.
Friday."
Yeah.
And that's what I said. I said I have an appointment at 11 a.m. I said I cannot do that, and he goes, "I can't do that, dude." And I was like, "Egan, you have to fucking help me out right now." And I said, I have this opportunity and I have an appointment. I didn't tell Egan that, you know. And he goes, he's like on the phone. He's like, "Dude, you know, I want to help you." And I was like, "I know, Egan." He goes like, "I just can't, dude. It's gonna fuck me, etc." And I was like, "All right." And he says, "You gotta call Chief." And I was like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me." So I fucking call him and I was like, "Hey, look I have an appointment. Can't make it. I will eat forces Thursday and Friday, but I need at least 2 days off. My appointment's at 11. If I get forced that day, I will not make it home for that
Appointment.
Yeah, what do you got? Like a 6-hour drive?
4.
Okay.
So it's yeah. So I mean, even if I downstaffed, I wouldn't even. It was at 11 a.m.
Yeah, you wouldn't have made
It's
it.
just way. It's just it would be cutting it way too close. Anyway, long story short, he gives me an ultimatum. I go, cool. I said, look, I will, you know. He goes, you either show me proof you show me proof that you had
An appointment.
a medical appointment. And I said, whoa. I said, Chief, I never said it was a medical appointment. And then he goes, and then he was like, and I said, and then he goes, or you can deny the force. And I said, okay. I said, well, I was like, Chief, I said, I can't miss this appointment, so I'm going to have to deny the force and take the repercussions. And he was just like, okay. All right. Well, I'll take you off the schedule. And I was like, cool. And then 2 weeks later, Chris hits me up in the office.
Well, you had to go to the office?
Yeah, he like came in. It was Saturday morning, just checked in my narcs. Driscoll's here. We're cruising. He shows up, and I see him walk in, and he sees me. Doesn't say anything. Fucking walks in and around. I come in through the door, and I was like, "What's up, Chief?" And he was just like, just didn't really know what to say. I don't think he expected me to be around the corner.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Hey,
You have a minute?
come." Yeah. And he's like, "Come in the kitchen real quick." So I cruise in the kitchen, and he'd come in the kitchen, and in that whole like 6 minutes, 4 other people like were in the kitchen, started cooking breakfast or something, because it's like 8:39 in the morning. So I'm like, all right. So he goes, turns around, here, and then we're in just in this hallway, and he's like, hey, he goes, hands me a fucking sealed envelope, and I fucking, dude, I immediately just fucking C-Rad, dude, and I was like, oh, bite your fucking tongue.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, he goes, contact your union rep, contact whatever. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding
The 2021 Chili
me. Yeah.
Award winner.
To deny one force.
Yeah, that's fucked up, dude. That's fucked.
So,
The thing, aren't we able to say no? And you do.
No,
no,
I
it's
heard-
not, because it's considered insubordination.
Yeah.
Really?
Someone was saying that too. It's
That's
somewhere in the policies. I think Victoria was
Says-
telling me that. Yeah, like
who was?
Victoria.
Oh, she's cool.
Yeah, she was telling me, like, can we like? And she's like, no, like it's somewhere. It's like somewhere in the policy where it says, employee shall work X amount of or a required amount of forces if need, or like for what is it called?
Operational need.
Yeah, like something like that.
Mhm.
So it's like it's saying like you can, but then at the same time it's saying you can't
Yeah.
if it's
fucking
in
big.
operational need. And so we're fucking always like that. So
So, it's horseshit. But, yeah. So, after that is when it came down to it. And the wife's like, she's like, you can't fucking do this. She's like, this is fucking retarded. And I was like, yeah. I was like, either I get out of the battalion but that's where it comes to the big thing is like I either drive fucking 2 hours to and I never promote because who's to say I get a fucking engineer job in or a medic engineer job in or a captain spot in you know what I'm saying? Like
you're more likely to go to the west.
Yes, I'm more likely
even further.
To fucking get further and further, and the whole reason for me to move to is to be
close
2 hours of fucking home.
Dude, that'd be nice.
You know? So it's like, you know, and then like I'm on the older end of the spectrum, so it's like, how long does my body really last? Am I going to be fucking... Have you heard the story about the old guy that pushed him out? Like,
no.
There was an old dude, he was fucking, I guess he was pretty fucking rickety, fireman, whatever. He had to tie a rope on the handle to help him get that step up into the fucking cap.
No way.
That's not good.
So he ended up retiring, but it was because they pushed him to be more active and be more...
Do the job.
Yes. And it pushed him out because he was so fucking old. Like,
Did
it's like,
need
how
money?
can it be?
Like,
I don't fucking...
why?
I don't know. I don't know if he got a late start or whatever he did, but, you know, fucking... So, anyway. But, yeah, after that whole incident, I was fucking fired up. Then we caught some dumbass brush fire somewhere. It was a Tamara Street. We were on it for hours. And I was pissed. I bitched the entire way to that fucking fire. It was a fucking Fallujah and fucking at the time it was he fucking heard me the entire fucking time. And I was fucking heated the entire time. And I was like, thank God we got that fucking fire because it would have been good, like, on scene. Like, it would, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would have been fucking garbage. But, yeah, and then after that, the wife's like, it wasn't necessarily an ultimatum because it's a job and it's money and insurance and everything else, but it's too much.
Yeah, I bet, dude. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how guys with families and kids...
Hey, I know this is, like, really random, but one thing that I want to do is I want to start putting pictures of the guests on the Instagram for the podcast. Is it okay if I get, like, a picture of you like the fire right now?
Yeah.
I'll use portrait mode. I mean, you obviously don't need it, but...
Portrait mode?
You are pretty photogenic, though.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I don't know if you want to, like, look at the fire, look away from the fire, look at the camera. Oh, perfect. Right. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's good. Oh,
Ooh,
no flash. No flash.
It came out. I feel like that gets rid of the whole fire.
Yeah,
effect.
get the ambiance.
Yeah. All right, let's take out the flash. Do it again. All right.
How much time we got, bro? I'm about to fall asleep right here, man.
3, 2.
How you guys
1.
up so late?
All right, this is how we came
I'm up late too sometimes.
You know.
Yeah. The higher
All
sock,
right.
the down. You
Now
got
we
the
got-
socks.
look
You got
at
the
it.
socks in there, too. Hell yeah. Ahora sí,
Look at you,
quad.
Dan, looking like a
Hey, show the
freaking-
bulge. Just pull the buck knuckle. Pull it up a little higher. Show that. Get
So,
it, girl.
yeah.
Get it,
3,
girl.
2, 1.
Just make sure nothing's.
Did you? Hey, did
Just
you hear
making
it?
sure nothing's looking nasty, you know? Okay, that's cool.
Did you hear what Cap calls you?
Who?
Did you hear what Cap calls you? GQ.
Nah, I didn't hear that.
He's like, God damn it, GQ, get the fuck. I said, who are you talking to?
When
And
did
he's
he
like,
say that?
he keeps saying it in the engine.
Oh,
Where the fuck is this GQ kid at? That's what he's saying. Yeah.
I didn't even hear. I haven't heard of shit.
No, but
So his wife's cartel, huh?
he will never admit that. Never confirm.
I'm not
more
even
than
gonna say
that.
anything no more. Actually, you need to delete that.
Yeah, disregard all
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
But no, yeah,
Well, did
So-
we ever say what cap?
no. Could be any of them. Very true. There was no specifics. But yeah, dude. So I'm trying to fucking be out this. Sucks, but that's why Mal bounced to the other shift.
Mal?
Yeah, Mal, because remember it was me, Mal, Driscoll, and KB.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
So
And why do you go to the other one?
Mal was like, oh, well, you're not even going to be here anyway, past whatever. It's my opportunity to move. I was like,
COVID.
whatever, dude. Yeah. I was like, whatever, dude. I was like, do it. And then KB moved when he saw that the spot was open after Gmo retired. And then I was like, all right, well, whatever. And then Driscoll was like, it's only fucking me and you. He's like, you didn't turn your back on me. He's like, it's all good. Like, and I was like,
saying Driscoll stuff.
yeah. And then I was like, well, fuck. And he's like, well, you're gone anyway, so.
You think that's why he went to because everyone was bouncing, or?
Well, he just needed change, and that was the thing too. Is like during the whole force issue, and during the whole fucking when I went out on stress leave, I was on for fucking 16 days and all that other bullshit. He truly tried to help us out, and like it's fallen on fucking deaf ears. No one gives a shit. They're fucking policy everything, and it's like no one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck about the feet on the
boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground. Thank you. And it's like he goes, dude, I've gone to bat for you guys. He's like, I don't even know if you guys even realize how many times and he's like, that's the thing, is like, I don't give a fuck. So he goes, you get newer engineers and newer people, and they won't go to bat for you, and they'll just be like, well, you got to do this and you got to do that. It's it's obviously because they're new.
Yeah.
And that was the thing too. And he's like, dude, I've tried to help you guys out. He goes, I just need change, man. He's like, I need change. I need fucking, He's like, I feel like can't get anything accomplished because we're fighting this other fucking beast on the end. And
yeah, no, seriously.
It's essentially this big fucking red whatever, on the other end, red box. And that's our main fight. We can't fucking... We're hemorrhaging, and they keep throwing us Band-Aids on this fucking deep gash. It's, you know what I'm saying? On this fucking arterial bleed. Yeah, but it's true though. And they're throwing Band-Aids. They're like, hey, here's 2 guys.
Yeah.
You guys are good. And then, hey, we're gonna give you engineers to drive boxes. And then, how long is that gonna last though?
Yeah, how long is that gonna last?
How long is the BLS thing gonna last?
Well, how long is that gonna last?
How long is it before a BLS engine shows up and they don't do shit on scene?
Yeah.
And that fucking person dies, and then, what I'm saying?
Was it you, Marquez, that said it, that just opens up now? Okay, so now they have the engineers in the box. That's just gonna open up those guys now that are not getting forced here to get forced. Were you saying that to me? Yeah, forced somewhere else.
Not necessarily, but I think the thing is, the better we have it here, then we become like other battalions. So other battalions get forced out of battalions semi-frequently. So with overtimes becoming less here because of forces, right? Forces going away.
Right.
So the less forces that there are here, when there's vacancies elsewhere, our sister battalions are going to pull from us. So the less forces there are here, the higher potential
of us going out of battalion.
Yeah, going out of battalion because they still have their problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
It could theoretically be less.
It's a broken system, and we just keep throwing Band-Aids on top of this fucking bleed. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think the solution is then?
The solution is to fucking round out these city contracts and let the cities know. It'll turn heads, and it'll get that saying, squeaky wheel gets the fucking grease, right?
Yep. Squeaky wheel, yeah.
And so, that's what I told when I was doing when I got written up and all that other shit,
So do you mean we start shutting down stations for the cities, or do we start saying we just tell the city, hey, we can't uphold our bargain with the contract, so we're just going to close everything?
But these are 3 huge money making cities, especially thing is that it's huge. It's we're the only, essentially the only, besides boxes, we have double them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The size, the people, everything. But I don't know if I have a good solution, but I just think that we're the department is so big, and our fucking so big that we become just a number, and we essentially don't really matter. And that's what, going back to the fucking interview, I had that interview with Tempe, and it was a Teams interview. Have you ever done a Teams interview? Or a Zoom interview or anything?
Oh, yeah, I've done a Zoom interview.
You have?
Yeah.
How did that go for you?
It was whatever. It was just, I used my code, I showed up, they asked me questions, I answered the questions, and it wasn't as good as in person, but I didn't have to wear dress pants.
My thoughts exactly. So I got dressed up because I have heard that during Zoom interviews that they will ask you to stand up.
Oh, snaps.
So I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm not putting my coat on. I'm just going to dress up fucking full dress, right? Fuck it. Anyways, I did this Teams interview for Tempe, and it's just an AO spot. It's just a medic, but it's my foot in the door. We'll see how it goes. I've been fucking bombing other interviews, so I don't know. I can't really say whether it was good or bad. We'll find out in a couple weeks. So it's my foot in the door, but it was awkward. It's just like the interview, like
I bet.
You just have 4 screens, and that's the thing. So you got 4 screens, and it was deputy chief, EMS chief, one of the essentially a coworker. She was a medic, and then a captain and captain medic. So 4 squares. One dude didn't really. His camera was all fucked up, so you only saw like this, like from up here.
Yeah.
So it looked like he had his head down the entire time. So I'm like, okay, this guy can scratch this guy off. And he, like, like interview tactics, like you're trying to make eye contact with everybody, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. But it's not. It doesn't work. But anyways,
was there any glitches or anything?
No. What was funny?
I think that's the worst part. The lag.
So
that's what'll mess you up.
So not so much. It was there was a little bit. It wasn't much, so it wasn't crazy. It was like a voice lag. So like they would talk, see their mouth moving, and then it'd be like, okay, cool. And then I would, like there would be a little lag, and I was like, all right, but that's not too bad. But anyway, and then the medic captain, I could see from here up. So he obviously wasn't like looking, but every time he would move, and I think that he set his camera up just right so that like if he's sitting back, it was fine, but he was sitting forward, and it just cut him off like right here.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I'd be bummed
it
out.
was just it was. I mean, the only good thing about it was like I got good reactions from the medic, and then the captain medic. I got good reactions from those, but I don't know. We'll see. But I don't know. That's kind of the where it stands. So I should hear back in a couple weeks with that, but it's my foot in the door to get out. And I mean, it's not California. The wages aren't as good as California. No, you're not going to get anywhere that pays better than fucking here, dude. It's who's fucking making 6 figures with a fucking high school diploma?
Yeah, I don't know.
Austin is pretty good.
Yeah. They do a lot more shit too, so I don't know. I don't know, dude. I just need to get out, man. It's shitty to say, because like that's why I'm not like, who was it? Was it Mitch? When Mitch was leaving, we did a shift together or something. I don't remember. And he was like, "So you're fucking out or what?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude." I was like, and he's like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "Hey, fuck you. You're out too, you piece of shit. Don't fucking pull this shit on me."
Yeah.
And Mitch was all, just trying to give me shit. And then it became more of an issue. I was like, "Dude, I'm not leaving you guys. I'm leaving the department. Like, you become just a number. You're meeting the seat. Like, am I still, even if I do, am I fucking, like, what am I doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I'm still have a union that doesn't fucking fight for me. I still have a fucking union that, doesn't do much. What are we paying for? Like, Corpus asked a good question the other day.
He did. They got, I'm telling you, they got on him about that.
And you're like, did you hear this, right? What Corpus said?
No. I didn't get to go. I was running calls.
Well, no, neither did I. This was all, Corpus meant like, Corpus pulled to you. He fucking,
pulled to me.
He fucking, well, this is Corpus's initial plan. Corpus is he's not dumb.
Yeah, he's a smart guy.
So he did, second roll.
Yeah, he did.
So
yeah,
I did a Corpus.
And so he bounced back and forth. And I was like, "You motherfucker." And he goes, "What?" And I was just like, "You're not stupid. You're like, you know what you did." "Oh, no, man." Plays it off. But yeah, he said they were jamming him up. And he goes, "Do me a favor." He goes, "Sell me on our union. Why am I still paying dues?" And just fumble fucked it.
Yeah.
Per JJ and fucking Corpus, and he says they jammed him the fuck up.
Yeah, dude.
And you're like, what are you doing for us right now? Like, what? Why were unions started?
Fight for their guys.
Okay, but what were the 2 things that the whole reason unions were started?
Better hours, better pay.
Wages, work conditions. 2 things. That's the only reason unions were started. And what are they doing?
Neither.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you can't even fucking say, then you should know everything about, you know what I'm saying? Like, what they're fighting for us. And no one can say anything. No one can put it on fucking paper. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking horseshit. It sucks to say, but they're like the union is too big for its own good. They can't do, like, there was that whole talk about, oh, well, if they break off and they do their own department, but it would be fucking fantastic if they did that, because essentially go down, smaller union, you would have to have all of it's a lot harder than it sounds like. Yeah, dude, just break off and we're good. No.
Yeah.
You have like all this funding, you have all this backing, you have to get all these city contracts to buy off, and it has to be a unanimous decision.
Oh, snaps. Or else you would end up having not a county department. Like, you would have to become your own city department, and then it would be even harder for the cities to go back to, like, hey, we actually want.
Yes.
A lot of bidding wars. It
would be huge. So yeah, it would. And I mean, how many cities
total? Like, overall, we got at least like 15.
Dude, it's tons, right? So how are you gonna get every single city to buy off fire?
I don't think you can.
That's fucking a feat.
Because there would also be gaps in coverage.
Oh yeah,
of like areas. It'd be huge areas. It would be like you're waiting. You're gonna wait 30 to 45 minutes for one truck.
Yeah. So it's just but I mean, the union's not. They're not doing much for us, and that's just it, plain and simple. And I don't know. I just need to get out. Like, I never thought fucking, growing up, fucking, Pops was fucking did 34 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? Like this is all I know. He's good. Neck still hurts, but he's fucking moving. Drove all the way to fucking Yellowstone.
Hey.
Yeah, fucking guy's nuts. But yeah, they just went on vacation, him and his new wife. So, but yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's like fucking. There's just like, I never thought it would be, be such a burden, But it comes a time and a point where your fucking priorities change, and that's what I'm saying about like the forces. Like, I'm not doing this shit for me. Like, everything changes. I do everything for the family. It's fucking.
I bet. I was telling him about the whole like girl situation. I was like, maybe it's good that I'm single now, because when you end up in a relationship.
By the way, JJ, he is a Scorpio. He likes long walks off short piers and puppy dogs.
I'm not a Scorpio, first of all. I'm a July baby, so that's Leo. But anyways, I was telling him
he's a Leo. He's a Leo.
On the cusp of
7
of Cancer.
By the way, ladies, 7. What?
Did I tell you that?
What?
I didn't tell you. Did we have that conversation?
No, we got that conversation.
Oh, we did.
That was, yeah.
No. What I was telling him, I was like, it's good because now it's like I can focus on me, because when you end up in a relationship and when you have kids, it's like now it's no longer about you anymore. It's like
nothing about us.
It's about and then in being wanting to be a good man, wanting to be a good provider. It's not even about us anymore. It's more about not me anymore. It's about them. Yeah. So it's just like, bro, I bet it gets fucking hard.
Yeah,
it gets real hard.
Do you want to shout out your Instagram?
I don't have an Instagram. Or
your Snapchat?
I don't have a Snapchat. Oh, I have a Snapchat.
How do you want the hyenas and the ladies? Because there's a little difference. Hyenas and the ladies, right? Y'all know who you are. How do you want them to reach out to you?
No, we ain't doing that right now. It's first episode, first series.
All right, there's just gonna be suspense.
Okay. Just let them.
Let them
let them
request. Let them slide up in the DMs and be like, "Who is that piece of meat over there?"
Yeah, but no, that would suck though. Having a family
game changer, man.
And a freaking kids and
yeah. So
we were actually talking about that. He brought up the Futurama.
Yeah. Okay. So this is really off tangent, right? Let me check the battery first. Okay, so we got time. This is super off tangent, right? So it's
how did it get brought up? Oh, because I said breast augmentation.
Oh yeah, so we were driving.
We were driving
back, and there was a big sign that talked about breast augmentation, and then one thing led to another, and we're like, dang, like.
I'm like, bro, I'm gonna get the surgery.
And then I'm like, what? Like, because there's no real solution. Like, if you were born with a small dick, that's it. That's what you got, right?
Yeah. Well, there is.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
But it's not like a big difference. Like you could do with it. Like I guess in Spain they cut your ligament and then like so you get like an inch or two, but then you can never stand full staff again. Like you're always hanging. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, it'll be.
You can break your dick.
Be long. Yeah, it'll be like long in here, but it won't be long in here.
I don't think it'd be worth it.
You'll still yeah.
You're never gonna stand that attention. So you can't.
I've heard there's a thing that it's legit. I'll have to look it up and show you guys one day. Next time with podcast will be all about that.
So there's a thing because I listen to the Woody Show. That's like a radio program, a morning talk show.
Okay.
Shout out to the Woody Show, Alt 98.7. But there's a guy. His name is his name is Gregory, but he goes by Gregory. He's one of the guys on the thing, right? And so apparently, years ago, there's an actual procedure where they put a sleeve on your penis that gives you anywhere from an inch to 2 inches in girth, and it gives you anywhere from 2 to 4 inches in length.
Yeah,
and it's a part it attaches to the shaft, and because it's an actual weight over time, like let's say you get it when you're 20. By the time you're like 50, not only did you already get that additional length and girth, because it's an actual weight on your penis, you could potentially get up to an additional half inch by the time you're like 50. And it's supposed to like you're supposed to be able to like fuck right after like 2 weeks. And you're supposed like it's like minimal damage. Like, it sounds too good to be true.
So what is it? How do
I don't know.
The one I never looked into
the
one that I heard, it's they cut this slit. I don't know where, and then. Yeah, and then they slide in this the sheath, the silicone sheath. It's like a high grade silicone sheath.
Do they have to go like around?
No, and so they I don't know how they put it in, but it's like a sheath of different sizes based upon how pretty much what your body can handle, right? And so they slide it fucking right in.
Are you soft or hard? Are you awake?
No, you're out.
I need details.
You're put out. I'll have to look it up.
Oh, fuck.
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah,
but yeah, and so it's supposed to just increase. And I was listening to that one of the testimonials because it was like on this radio, and this guy says that he was like 4.5, 4.5 soft before the procedure, and then now he's 7 soft, and then he's like 9.5 hard.
What?
Yeah, and then I was like,
or Jesus.
That's what I said, and then he got. And then he was like, well, what do you think would it be like, what's like the standard, like the golden? And I was like, all right, 10 inches, right?
Because, so back to the Futurama, right? So in Futurama, so if you've never seen the cartoon show, it's a guy that gets frozen in an ice capsule in 1999 and wakes up 1,000 years later. In a future episode of the show, the two main female characters see him naked and they kind of laugh. They're like, wow, so that's what women had to deal with in like the 20th century? How pathetic.
Yeah.
And then like seconds later, you find out that there's genetic engineering, so every guy is born with a minimum number of length. What that length is, I have no idea. They don't say, but there's a minimum number. So that led to more and more things. Like, okay, so
I want to find this shit now. Keep talking.
So in the future, right? So if you've never heard of CRISPR, it's like a technology where they're going to be able to genetically change your helixes, your chromosomes, right? So I'm invested, so I'm biased. But
of course. Shout out to crypto, Bitcoin, all my sponsors
all day.
This episode is sponsored today by Squarespace. Just kidding. Just kidding. Hey, we're sponsor free right now. We're doing it. No pay. Anyway, right?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
So then we basically with CRISPR. So it's not new technology where you're able to modify things like eye color or hair texture or like tint of your skin. It's nothing new. It's been going on since the 90s. However, it's not very popular, and back then it's still not perfected. But back then, if you were trying to change the color of the eyes of your kids, one of the common side effects was they would actually be born without eyes.
Penis sleeve.
Yeah. So as you can see, obviously it didn't catch on.
Whoa.
But what does it matter if you're coded to have blue eyes and brown skin if you're not going to be born with your eyes, right? So with CRISPR, theoretically, at some point, you're going to be able to genetically change anything before your kid is born, so you can have designer children. So let's say you want them to have thicker ligaments, better tendons. Let's say you want them to guaranteed be 6 feet tall. Let's say you want them to have a broad back. Whatever. At some point, at some point in the far future.
Well, yeah.
Right. You can do those things. So you could theoretically get rid of like Down syndrome. You could get rid of autism. There's like all these things, and then even when you already are born, they're going to be able to change some things to help you. Like, so let's say you have Parkinson's. they're going to be able to go in and turn on and off certain markers that are going to help you. And it's almost limitless, the stuff that you could do, because you're changing your genetic code.
Yeah, that's
right?
fucking...
But anyway, right, back to the main thing.
Yeah.
I'm a professional digressor. back to the penises. We came to, in the future, at some point, if it becomes affordable and common, yeah, every dude would probably want to be...
Oh, here it is. Found it.
So at what point... What is the set standard? So let's say the set standard becomes like 6, right? Because that's like the global average right now. So what? Okay, so now we got a live video of a penis sleeve.
Oh my god, what is that?
So that's the sleeve.
Yeah. So it just okay.
Right, and so
where are they going with that?
Can you like change the speed on this? Like,
they cut your sack.
Oh.
And it goes right on there.
Okay, so.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Does it inflate?
I don't know.
Is it made out of silicone? What is that?
Oh, what is that? What's the video called? So
hold on.
For anybody, so on YouTube, it's
Pneuma implant. Pneuma implant. So it's PENUMA implant for men.
That's the name of the channel.
Okay, I just need to know. Like, I need to know the fucking how it works though.
Do you need their number?
No, I
get
just
a consultation.
Dude, all that type of shit interests me. Fucking all the plastic surgery shit, like all of that.
Hey,
shit.
I fucking get that in a heartbeat.
So this goes perfect. This goes perfect.
I'm trying to be
right?
walking around just like hogging.
just fucking
perpetual chub.
Just yoga pants everywhere.
Hey,
just fucking. Oh, there's sprinklers.
Oh yeah.
We got
I guess we're gonna wrap it up.
We're gonna to cut this short, guys.
I guess
you can just move in. We'll move in a bit. They only go. Watch, move that.
Perfect.
Yep.
Well, that's not a little bit. That's a lot of bit.
That's it. I'm cool. I'm cool with standing.
That one's stuck in the grass.
Here, hold that. I'm gonna go pee real quick.
Watch out. All right. Cool. So, me and JJ already talked about it, so I guess it's okay that it's just us finishing up. Okay. So basically our debate was, so right now, according to Google and stuff, right, the global average is like 5 to 6 and some change.
Okay.
So let's say that genetic engineering occurs and women are like, we're fucking tired of dealing with micrococks and regular cocks. We want fucking average or better.
Yeah.
So then let's say every guy is born with a minimum of 6. Right? So let's say like 100 years from now, minimum is 6. If the minimum is 6 and every guy's packing the same dick, there's no difference. So it's really always up to skill. So I'm sure that women also come in different varieties. Yeah. Some have deeper, some have more shallow, some have wider, blah 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 blah. So then there are those women that don't want the gigantic or whatever, right? Yeah. So now let's say if the minimum is 6, guys are going to genetically want more. Same thing with their dads. Where you're like, well, if my kid can have an 8, why the fuck aren't they going to have an 8? If they can have an 8, why not give them a 10? Like when they're a fully adult.
Yeah.
So then if you have that, ultimately, men being men, because why not get a fucking bigger dick if you can? When does it stop? 100 years from now, the average minimum size for your penis could be a foot long. But check me out. This is the crazy. So for a man, the theoretic size can get as big as you fucking want. Women have a limitation. They can only have a vagina that's so deep, so wide, so whatever. Or else you're going into the fucking abdominal cavity and everything, right? So at what point will men stop?
One solution: the butt.
Dun 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 dun.
Right. Anyway, go on. So I'm listening. I just.
So that was just the main thing, that somehow, some way, from breast augmentation, it went into talking about getting a bigger dick, and then just when does it stop? When are men going to be satisfied? Like if you know, like right now there's all this variety, right? You're like, oh, I'm bigger than the X. Oh, I'm smaller than the X. Like, oh, I got this, I got that. I put in the work. I do foreplay. I do this. Blah 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 blah. If everyone is born at the minimum, does that mean that everyone is stuck at the minimum, or does it mean that you can't be born with anything less than the minimum? Right? So when does it stop? And then let's say somehow, some way, you meet this chick, and you're packing. Let's say you're packing your 15, right? Because you're like, I got the money, I paid for it, I got a 15, I'm fucking proud of it, right? You're swinging around a
Imagine
9 or
walking
soft.
around 15. Goddamn.
Yoga pants.
Oh.
I would rock.
I would never wear. Yeah, I would be
Hey,
just.
you took it back, and then you're like Goku from Dragon Ball Z with the tail. And you meet some nice little senorita, and she's like, I don't do anything bigger than a 5.
She's like,
what do you do? You're genetic. Like you can't make it smaller. You're genetically like
Fucking
made. That's
throat.
shit.
Throat.
Yeah.
You just freaking just do the throat.
That's I said the butt.
Oh.
Like,
The solution's the
thing
butt.
goes forever.
Yeah, it does.
Like, the distance you got, what?
It's like, how tall are you? That's how long. I'm gonna go for a 3 foot.
That's wild, dude.
But what number would you be happy with if you were to just like say, hey, if you're to just get taken back, and a doctor said at birth you'll be given this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like,
I don't know. Oh, it's cold.
it's not cold.
I'd say 10 for sure. 10 be cool.
10?
Yeah, 10 be nice.
What are you gonna do with 10?
Fucking just wreck girls, dude. Just wreck them. Just wreck it, Ralph. Just like.
Just leave him fucking broken?
Yep. Exactly. Yep. And that's it. Just forever known as JJ fucked me up.
That's it, dude. Just,
JJ the Destroyer.
Yeah, that's what it'd be known.
yeah, I don't know. That's what, I don't, yeah. What?
I don't know. I think it'd just be
Just 10.
10.
Just 10. Just.
That's 12, but
Well, like if you had a 10, you got to be happy. Like you can't not be happy with a
Yeah.
10. Like
no, yeah, there'd be no way.